ahead. McClory reigns onside. Here's a chance. Late in the half. He scores!
I think that's Garcia.
And Silva looking up ahead for McClory. As it's knocked away, the goal is free. They score!
That's a nice cross. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. They keep coming. That's a dangerous. It's Garcia.
Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium for today's live stream broadcast here of Braintree Soccer getting set to take on Walpole. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are ready for the opening kickoff here at midfield. And Braintree in their home blue uniforms coming off of a big important win, a Bay State Conference matchup, a 3-1 win here at home against Brookline, their last game. That was on Thursday, and trying to start the week off with another win here against Walpole, a team they had beaten earlier this season on the road 1-0, a penalty kick from McClory, the difference in that game. And Braintree now trying to finish off the season with at least a 4 or 5 more wins. They got 6 games left and hoping to win as many as they can. Obviously, the rankings are very important when it comes playoff time. Braintree, a team that is very dangerous and can be very dangerous in the postseason, but it's all about putting it together at the right time. And now the next 5 or 6 games, trying to finish off and see how they want to enter the postseason and what type of lineup and format they want to play with. Head coach Jameson in another season as the head coach here for the home team, the Womps. And the head coach opposing, Lee Delaney. Just a handful of years under his belt. Talked with him before the game. As this one's chipped up over midfield. Walpole in their white uniforms as Braintree now has to play it on defense. It was Morrison as it swung back down the field, and here goes McClory. McClory with a long run after it and cannot track it down as the defense will play it out. Played back to the last line of defense. And now up the field. Going after it is Hochberg. Morrison defending as he lets it roll towards the sideline. And it will be a goal kick. One minute in here to the first half. It'll be thrown in by Braintree. As in the midst of the maze, it's played out by Smith. Back out to midfield, chipped back up as Maloney has this one flicked towards McClory. Here he goes after it, and the keeper is able to grab it just in time. Jack Towers, the junior keeper, very important part of this Walpole defense. Under siege most games, and he's going to have to be excellent here today if their team's going to have a chance to get a point from this one. Back down the field as, again, it is in the direction of McClory as the defense works it to the edge and playing it out of bounds. It will be a Braintree throw-in. 2 minutes in here to the first half in a scoreless game here at Braintree High School. As Fernandez fires it towards the box, up over the head of McClory, flicked towards the goal, but that one is out of bounds. O'Driscoll also in there on that play. This one will be sent out on the goal kick. Up in the air, and it's Braintree winning the ball in the air. O'Driscoll, little flick, looking for Smith. As Braintree able to win it along the sideline. Over for O'Driscoll, who switches it to the middle. As this one's flicked in the air, but not far. As it's trapped down, McClory gives back for O'Driscoll. Swings it to his left foot, now to his right, and fires as the shot is blocked away. Move back out to midfield where Morrison heads it back up in the direction of Smith. Smith gets a nice carom and now moves the ball for McClory, looking to bend it across. And this one is deflected out of bounds, last touched by Walpole. As Braintree will get a corner kick. This will be played in by Migliori. Braintree with the first corner. As this one is sent to the middle, as the header is towards the goal. Now the rebound as McClory can't punch it towards the goal. Cleared back out as jumping in the play is Zoo. Zoo going toe-to-toe and wins the ball away. Pretty good work by the Braintree defense. Tough touch, as now it's Zoo back up the field. This one up there a couple of times played by the Walpole defense, as that one moved away by Spack. Back in the Braintree end, it'll be the keeper coming out dangerously to play it away, as Farrow had a late lunge at that one to clear it away. Well done by Migliori to slow down what could have been a odd man rush up the field. So 4.5 minutes in, and a free kick as the Timberwolves try and get something started here on offense. Free kick at the 40 on the Braintree side of the field. Exciting start here to this one. Braintree so far with a couple of chances, and now a handball going to go on Fernandez. As this is a dangerous striking spot now, 25 yards out. Looks like they're going to have the ball at the 30, but to me it looked like the 25 was where the ball should have been, and now it is placed there. So Braintree will set up a wall in front. Question of how many players will be in the wall. Fernandez, who was the guilty party on that handball, you wonder if he is in that wall. Looks like he will not. Braintree with a two-person wall in front, 10 yards out. As this one chipped to the back post, and now the shot goes wide. A reasonable set play there from Walpole, but obviously the result wasn't there on the finish. Looking on the outside for Falvey. Played out by the defense. As this one now up over midfield, and O'Driscoll traps it down with the chest. Cutting it back now is Monroe. Monroe, middle, as McClory loses possession. It finds its way back to O'Driscoll, who had a great game in the victory over Brookline. In the midst of the players is again O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll back for Monroe, who chips it right back down the field. Play is onside. McClory up ahead of the pack. He'll cut it back towards the corner flag. Now labels the pass as Fernandez going one-on-one. Looking to go to the outside. Finds the space, takes the shot, and labels it up over the crossbar. Good lane there to shoot that one, but had a little bit too much elevation on it. And missed a couple feet high up and over the goal. So another chance created on a through ball from O'Driscoll. McClory setting up that pass. So we've played 7 minutes here in this first half with no score. Braintree with the game's best opportunity. Walpole trying to play with Braintree here in this opening 10 minutes. It's really the start you're looking for if you're Walpole. Hang around. Keep this one low scoring. This is a team that's built to play high scoring games. So it'll be a goal kick, a couple of substitutions for Walpole first. So Braintree at 5, 4, and 3. Heading into today's action. Coming off of that 3-1 victory. Disappointing 2-1 loss right before that against Wellesley. Tied Canton before that 1-1. And a victory over Brookline on the road, 2-1. So they played Brookline twice in 4 games. And here today against Walpole, which we talked about they already beat this year, they're at 1-10, so obviously having a very difficult season. Braintree needs to get 2 points from this and need a quality victory here today. It's a game that you need to have and need to win handily in order to gain points in the ranking system. As Braintree forces it outside, and the pass is out of the reach of Migliori, but it was deflected, so it is a Braintree throw. The opportunity is a Fernandez throw, about 10 yards out. 31.5 to go here in the first half, as Braintree looking for the game's first goal. Towards McClory, but he couldn't get ahead on that one, and now the defense will head it away. As Braintree gets the next touch, as Morrison sends sideline off target and out of bounds. Long pass up the field, as the Braintree defense will again clear away. It's Morrison again. It's thrown towards the far corner and out of bounds. It will be a corner kick. So both sides now will have their first corner. Low line drive as it's punched away by Farrow. Farrow doing a nice job, and it's brought back in. A couple of Braintree kicks, not able to clear it fully. Now it is going to be cleared away, and an opportunity for Smith. Smith looking up the field, and that one way too far out of the reach of McClory. Didn't really need the long pass that time. Could have carried a little bit more and maybe chip it to space, but Smith not taking any chances and trying to force it down the field, which McClory can get to that ball, but you don't want to exert too much energy early. So a lot of time left. Back up the field in the direction again of McClory. Goes to the corner flag, and it will be a Braintree throw-in. Just outside that corner, so it is a throw. Played 11 minutes here into this first half. This one will be sent in. Low line drive. As it finds its way to the feet, Migliori's shot is blocked away. That was an interesting strategy there for Braintree. As it'll be dumped sideline for Monroe. Good pass for Morrison. Monroe will look to use middle of the field, and that pass right on cue. Room for Maloney as they work at far side. Braintree getting everybody involved here in this possession. Now it's O'Driscoll, cuts it inside. Looking for a shot, and that one's going to be stopped by the keeper as Towers able to see that one and now throws it out to his defense. You don't see that very often in the high school level, as it works out pretty well, and then Braintree's able to get to it. A couple of touches now for Silva as it's flipped up over midfield. As that one headed towards the sideline, kept in bounds. Trapped down by Silva, right in front of the midfield mark. As this one goes out of bounds, and a Braintree throw with Braintree's first sub, Confaloni, coming in. Thrown in for Fernandez. That one perfectly placed on the throw from Monroe. Fernandez going one-on-one. Given some space here as he makes it. A couple of dribbles. Now finds the middle, and O'Driscoll's shot goes up and over. Another good opportunity there. Braintree continuing to find some open seams in the defense. But right now trying to register some shots on goal, not miss the goal. Just over 27 minutes left here in the first half. This one played out by Walpole as O'Driscoll finds the ball now, feeds it for Smith. Braintree looking to the back post as the intended target was Confaloni. Settled down, and the shot from O'Driscoll on a hop is stopped by Towers. Towers so far has been sure-handed in the goal. Big high kick as Braintree wins it in the air. Confaloni now at the 40. Trips the pass, and here is Fernandez looking to return the feed right on target. Braintree methodically moves it down the field, and McClory makes a mistake on that pass. A couple more subs. So Bach coming in. Silva Murrigan coming in as well. Far side of the field. Walpole now moves it into the Braintree end. Almost 15 minutes in now to this first half, as Braintree still has had a lot of possession, but still looking to get one. As O'Driscoll is taken down, and that foul is going to result in a free kick. Really not a needed challenge there from Spack. So there'll be an opportunity here for Monroe. Send it in with the left foot. See if he goes back post. Right into the center as the header goes wide. O'Driscoll got a clean look at it and headed it wide. That one set exactly where Braintree wanted it, and unfortunately it was not directed in the spot that the intended shot was. Certainly wanted it inside that corner, but it was wide, maybe a foot wide or so. Played out to midfield. Escapes over a couple of players as Fernandez plays it back over the top. Sits down, and it'll be played out. Just handle along the sideline as Braintree throws it down in the direction now of McClory, who comes after it, and that one is last touched by the visitors. Played back to the corner. As this time they get Braintree. So a little tit for tat there down that far sideline. Perfect pass on target from Morrison, and then the return feed from Smith is picked off. Taken away by Monroe. As Silva now uses the middle of the field, some open space. Confaloni up ahead, O'Driscoll onside as the keeper able to keep the ball. And it is last touched by Braintree, so it is a goal kick. So it'll be played out again by the defense this time. Braintree's won a lot of the balls in the air, as that one was misplayed again, as the Timberwolves run into each other, as it's played back down the field, and this time Braintree is offside. So this will be played out. 23 yards in. Looking back post, and this one will be played by the keeper, Farrow. Play it out. 22:20 to go here in the first half. Wind starting to pick up. Temperature's starting to cool a little bit. Short kick from Farrow. Imagine the wind had a little to do with that. as Morrison hammers it through the air. McClory going shoulder to shoulder, and Braintree gets the free kick. And they tried to play it quickly, and actually will end up working out better for Braintree because that play was not on target. So a free kick. And this is a scoring situation here from 30 yards out. So it'll be Monroe. Monroe will chip, middle, looking for a head, but it is only Walpole to touch it. A bad clearing attempt to Smith, cuts inside, takes a shot through some traffic, and the save is made. This one played back into the teeth of the Braintree defense. Good last touch by Maloney. Now up ahead, it's Smith. He's had a lot of touches here in this first half, chipping it up ahead. McClory going after it, and will find it now going 1-on-2. Cuts it back to the inside, looking for a pass that's blocked away, and there's a lot of white jerseys back there. As it's played towards the sideline, and it'll go out of bounds for a Braintree throw. Near the halfway point now of this first half. As Fernandez, with the player on his back, loses the ball. Cutting it down the sideline. Chipping it down that direction is LaRusso, one of their captains. As knocked down, it'll be a Braintree free kick. Maloney is the one that took the contact. So this will take us to the halfway point as we'll near the 20-minute mark now. Played out from the Braintree end, up over midfield, and off the header of O'Driscoll. Right in front of the Braintree bench as it rolls inside the 20, and cleared back out to midfield. Settled down by the defense of Monroe, and now it's Fernandez. New player in for Braintree is Morrison. Gavin Morrison, twin brother of the defensive player, James. Played back out as it's in the middle of the field now. Trying to cut through some traffic is LaRusso. As Braintree will get back on it. Cutting it inside, and the pass is off target. Looking ahead for O'Driscoll. So the ball is just shy of midfield with Walpole possessing. Back into the Braintree end, it is going to be played by the defense as Maloney has to make the play and hammers it back down the field. Great play as this one takes a high hop to midfield. Up over the top is Fernandez. Trapped down by Confaloni, who works at middle. And now settled down as it's over midfield. Home team with possession, and that it is taken away. Played back to the keeper as it'll be played out to the defensive Towers. As Braintree now will look to work it to the edge. Pass right on target. Jumping into the play is Zoo. He doesn't have an offensive opportunity often. As he cuts it back inside, loses the ball for a moment, finds its way free to Fernandez and then back to the sidelines. As Zoo has the space, sends it middle. It's a good looking pass as it spins free. Morrison had a moment at it, and then nobody could get a shot off. McClory had the last look. 17:50 to go here in the half, still scoreless. Morrison chips on Monroe, make it as that one eludes everybody. Braintree has another couple good looks on that possession. Looks like an timeout will be taken here on the field with 17:19 to go here in the first half, as we will pause in the action in a scoreless game. We'll be right back. Play set to resume following the timeout. Up over midfield. Settled down by Fernandez. 17 minutes to go here in the half. Still awaiting our first goal here today. Braintree with the best chances so far, but haven't had one in a little while. Back up the field, and this one way off target, as that one in the direction of O'Driscoll, I would imagine, the closest player to it. Probably the coolest day of the fall sports season. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Supposed to warm up by the end of the week, though, as the Braintree was the last one to touch. So this will take us under 16 minutes left till halftime. Still scoreless. Walpole's best opportunity came off of a corner. That's Braintree right there to challenge. That was Morrison. Winning that ball away. Played to the outside by LaRusso. Back into the teeth of the defense. A couple of opportunities here for the visitors. As this one in towards Farrow. High ball in the air. This one takes us up over midfield. A lot of space now. Last line of defense, Maloney a mile high in the air. The two players lock up. Braintree escapes with the ball, and then it was knocked out of bounds. Be a throw in here. 14 and a half to go. Still awaiting some offense. Braintree with a handful of subs at the next break. It's brought right back to the sideline. Thrown in towards the box. That was a great throw. That one sat free, and now it's played out by Morrison, chipped out by Confaloni. And both sides fanning on the clearing attempt. Ball is free for a moment. And now on the far side, it'll be settled down by the home team. Confaloni chipping middle and not on the same page. Braintree with a sloppy last few minutes of action as they win the ball. Silva. As that pass is going to be sent right back to the Braintree defense. A nice play through the legs by Fernandez as he cuts it to Monroe. Monroe will take the pass and look down the field as the pass is going to be offside. Handful of subs at the next whistle. Played out from the Braintree 35. As it's headed forward by Morrison. And now McClory, an opportunity to break free and could not get the next touch as it goes towards the sideline, and it will be a Braintree throw. So 4 substitutions first. McClory staying in the game. A couple of key players coming off, including Silva and O'Driscoll. Has that one out in front of the goal. Fernandez gets back on it. 12 minutes left here in the half as Fernandez has that one deflected for Smith. Gives it back for Fernandez. Fernandez cuts it middle, and it's deflected wide of the goal and a corner. So good opportunity here for Braintree to set things up as Migliori will take the corner. 11:45 to go here in the half. Braintree still searching for the game's first goal. Continuing to be the dominant team here in the first half. As the low line drive in the ballpark of a couple of players, Walpole sends it sideline, and Braintree will have a throw in. So Fernandez will come and take the throw. Perfectly directed as that one is again sent wide off of the header. Settled down by Zhu, fires the shot, and that one stopped. So Zhu has looked for his offense a couple of times here in the half, which we have not seen very often here this season. So a little different look from the outside back. Played towards Farrow as he'll give way and misplays. Now the goal is free, and Braintree nearly gave up a goal. And now the defense and keeper in a troubled spot here as we have an injury on the field. We'll be back. Play resuming. Both injured players making their way off the field here for Braintree, both Zhu and Farrow. As this one played back in to the defense. So Braintree making a change in goal, at least for the time being. As jumping into the net for Braintree will be McConville. Here's a chance for Hussein. Looking for the shot and sends it wide. Good opportunity there. A couple of new players into the game. This will take us under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Still 0-0. Two sides played a low-scoring game the first time. Braintree's victory was just a 1-0 final, and it was a penalty kick. It was the only goal in that game. They've played some low-scoring, tight games over the last couple seasons, including here at home. And it has the making of kind of having that same feel after almost a full half. As this one is sent wide, and it was last touched by Braintree, so it will be a corner. So the visitors trying to make something happen here late in the first half with 9 and change to go. As this one is up and over the top, and nobody for Walpole could get a head on that one as it goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick. So they had their chance, had a great look in front, but nobody could get a head on it. As Braintree makes a change, O'Driscoll enters for McClory, who had not had a break up until now. McClory still hasn't had a great look yet here in this first half, offensively, which is surprising. As it's played back down the field by Hussein, and now Smith. Jumping back into the play and winning that one away. Good job by DeMeo. Sideline, it's Hussein, lets it go, and it will be a Braintree throw-in. Pass is off target as it's cleared back out to midfield. Morrison cannot handle it. Now a chance here as the player does slip down. Continuing with possession though, as it's worked to the outside edge. Here is the opportunity. And it's Braintree doing a pretty good job on defense to work it away. Excellent job. It keeps on though here as the visitors with some sustained pressure. Looking to turn and shoot as Braintree blocks the initial shot. And then the next shot is to the far side of the field, and the play is offside. Back down the field. Migliori leaves the pass for Fernandez. Braintree searches for a goal here late in the half. To the outside. Right on target for Smith. Smith cuts it back into the middle. Looks for Fernandez. He's got some room now. Looks to go into the middle. Takes the shot, looking to the far corner. And that one stopped by Towers. Pretty good play there. Through some traffic. Short kick. This one off the edge of the foot. Braintree gets back on the loose ball. And now to the inside. Pass from Smith, off target for O'Driscoll. Jumping back in the play is Fernandez, as Braintree wants a substitution, and that was a quick break as McClory back into the game, as he will give Hussein a breather here late with 6 and change to go here in the first half, as Braintree looks to get one here before the halftime break. Low throw right in the direction of McClory, as that is going to be last touched by Braintree. So it will be a goal kick. So this has not been the half Braintree had anticipated. They expected to have the lead here by halftime, but still with just over 5 minutes to go. Haven't given no one up either, which is a good thing. Driscoll looking ahead for Smith. Braintree just missing that one extra touch right now. Back down the field. O'Driscoll trying to get in the way of it. Ball up over midfield. It is Fernandez. Going one-on-one. Continuing with the ball. Continues through and then loses an edge and gets tripped up. And it will be a Braintree free kick just outside of the 18. So we'll see who takes this one. McClory's taken the last few as he goes quick with it. And that one hits the back of the defense. So McClory obviously was hoping to go over the top when the defense was not ready for it. Now here's the opportunity in front. McClory scores on the header on a perfect cross from Migliori. So Braintree jumps in front right before halftime with 4.5 to go here in the half, and Braintree gets one.
It's 10, Roy. Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
As this one will be played out by Braintree. So Walpole now playing from behind. A late strike from McClory off the header. Gives Braintree the lead as we approach halftime. Just talking about how Braintree did not have that lead yet, which is a little bit of a surprise. And what is two teams going in opposite directions. Braintree on the climb for a playoff spot, and Walpole at 1-9. On the far side of the field, it's right down the sideline. Chip back out, and Braintree gets back on it. 3.5 to go. So I'm not seeing either of the injured players back in the game for Braintree, either Zoo or Farrow. Back down the field, looking for McClory. The Braintree goal scorer bumped off the play, and play continues. Nice couple of opportunities there, as Braintree will get a throw in here late. 2:45 to go, and Braintree called for a illegal throw. Bad decision there from the home team here late. That one to flex high in the air. And the foul going on Braintree. So 2 minutes left. It'll be an opportunity here for Walpole to try and get one here before halftime. This one in the middle, and a save is made by McConville. Has not had to play much here this season, but makes a timely stop here late in the half. A low line drive on the kick from him. Not his best, but the save was very good. Now with it is Smith. Smith trying to cut through some traffic. To the far side of the field. So Walpole's best chance just moments ago off of the header. This one nears halftime. Braintree most likely going to head into the halftime break with the 1-0 lead. Well, something crazy happened here. Big high kick this time, much better one. Let's that one play with the wind. Braintree's only goal coming off of the header from McClory, with about 5 or 6 minutes left in the half. As this one sent towards the far side, and the signal is for a throw, just outside the corner flag. So probably the final opportunity here in the first half for the home team. See what Fernandez can draw up here. And this will take us to halftime. So Braintree doesn't hustle to that throw-in, and we get to halftime, a 1-0 lead for the home team on the goal from McClory, the difference right now, as we will head to a break. 40 minutes left here at home as Braintree leads 1-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to Braintree High School, start of the second half. Here at Alumni Stadium, 1-0 lead for the home team. On the goal from McClory. Just over 5 minutes left in the half. Braintree trying to add to it here in the second half. They try and add some insurance on. And Braintree still without the service of their top goalie. As Farrell on the sideline, McConville remains in the game. Zoo is back on the field for Braintree on defense. On the far side of the field, it'll be played out by Walpole. Cleared back to midfield, and Braintree will try and stretch it across the field, and that's friendly fire off the back of Silva as this one towards the keeper, and played by the keeper as McConville will play it away. Back up the field, and McClory a chance here on the breakaway for goal number 2. As the shot is in, he scores. A second of the game, and that was as easy of a finish as McClory will get in a game. That was played really badly by the defense, and that miscue turned into a breakaway with Braintree's best scorer 1-on-0 against the goalie. You knew that was going to happen. And Braintree with an early strike here just 2 minutes in. So with 38:44 to go here in the second half, Braintree has extended their lead to 2-0, and that may be the final straw for the Timberwolves, who have already struggled to score here this season, and now down a couple. Let's see the air coming out of the balloon there after allowing that one. That was really just a defensive collapse on a goal that never really should have happened. Hand fighting the whole way down the field as Braintree will get the free kick. This one is crossed, and looking for an opportunity here as both players go for the ball. McClory in the maze of players, and he trips on the ball. And now it's back out for Silva. He has some shooting space, doesn't decide to shoot it as he sends it sideline for Zoo. Keeps the ball in play as now it's Migliori. Does not return the pass as now it finds its way to Silva. Finds the middle of the field for O'Driscoll, who tries to slice inside. The man on his back leaves the ball for the shot for Migliori, who just missed. On a beautiful strike, and Braintree just missed a second goal in a minute. So a 2-0 lead for the home team as they look for more. Nice pass, as now it's sent towards the sideline as it's chipped out of bounds. Braintree with another throw in. 37 minutes to go here in the game. As this one's thrown in towards the box, as McClory got a foot on it, but play is going to be whistled for being offside. So a 2-0 lead for Braintree now. A couple of goals for McClory. Second straight game now with the pair. And he had the only goal in the loss to Wellesley, so he's really been most of, if not all, of the Braintree offense recently. They got to start finding some players that can help them out on the score sheet. Of course, come playoff time, you're going to need multiple people to help you out and score goals. As Braintree looking ahead, as the pass is behind the intended target. Now it's Fernandez. Opening up some space as the shot is blocked. The rebound is blasted over as Smith with a missile that missed over the bar. Braintree bringing some serious heat here to start the second half as they've already scored once. One more will be more than enough for Braintree to win this game. This one sent towards the sideline, and that one going out of play. Braintree throw-in, 35 minutes left. This one played middle of the field. Cutting it inside and drawing a foul is McClory. So it'll be a free kick. Braintree has a chance for pretty much the finishing touches on this one if they can go up 3. And McClory looking for the hat trick. Wanted to take this free kick with Silva also in there. See if he taps it for him, and then he sends the shot in. Sun starting to become a factor for the players on the field as this one sent towards the goal and it's tipped up and over. That shot was going in as the goalie making a late lunge to tip it over the bar. So it'll be a corner. Braintree just missed. A third of the game from McClory. Would have had the hat trick. As that one is headed out. Nobody there for Braintree. As Walpole will clear it out to midfield. Everybody was packed back on defense. No white jerseys up ahead. And Braintree now back up the field. O'Driscoll up there with McClory as he leaves it free for the shot as that one is sent wide. Fernandez with a good win in the air. Settled down by Smith. Here to the sideline as Migliori cuts it back. Plays it back for Silva. Now the middle of the field. Fernandez has 10 yards to work with. Being trailed from behind. Fernandez cuts it to the middle again. They're giving him a lot of room. As it's sent just outside the 18 of the release. They score! It's Smith. As Braintree puts the dagger in. A third of the game for the home team. A first goal for Smith, and Braintree with 2 goals already here in the second half to open this one wide open. Offense was hard to find in that first half. It took Braintree 35 minutes to find the first one, and they've now scored 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. So a pair from McClory and Smith with the third. As Braintree with a 3-0 advantage on the way to another win here at home. As Silva's taken down and a free kick coming out. As this one is sent wide, last touched by the defense. It'll be a corner. Walpole really struggling here in the second half, trying to keep up with this high-powered Braintree offense. Looking for their 3rd goal of the half. Fernandez trying to battle through 2 players and draws another foul. Trying to do a little bit too much there, but Fernandez does draw the call. And again, McClory coming out to take the free kick. He was stopped on one earlier as the goalie got it on a late lunge. See if he goes to that same spot or if he goes back post. We'll have to get the proper yardage first. 9 minutes in Here to the second half. Braintree scored twice in the second half so far. Lead 3-0. They look for another one. Silva and McClory. It's going to be McClory again looking for that same spot and just missed it. Trying to label it inside that far post. Nearing 10 minutes in here to the second half as Braintree has opened this one up. Back up ahead for McClory. Another win in the air from Braintree. As this one knocked away, and one of the better defensive plays we've seen by Walpole here in the half. As they need offense now, and Braintree does not decide to get to it. Here's an opportunity at the other end, as the shot is stopped by McConville. So that shot was not labeled to a corner, and it made it a very routine stop, even though that could have been a scoring opportunity. As this one is cleared away, Braintree with a rare defensive collapse. And I thought maybe that one was misplayed as they move it up the field. Here is O'Driscoll. Silva fights right back into traffic, gets back to his feet, and then both sides go to the ground. Well done by Braintree on the far side. As the throw in for Walpole. They use the middle of the field and it's chipped away. Back just shy of midfield as McClory jumped early and commits the foul. Cleared back out as Braintree with a couple of players slipping up there on that play. Walpole bringing their best pressure here of this game the last couple minutes after falling behind 3-0. O'Driscoll with the long run here down the sideline. Able to beat down the sideline with McClory up ahead, and now to the far side it's Smith, and it's going to be a little bit wide of him, but he's able to track it down. He already scored and a perfect pass. Here's Monroe, and his shot is high. That was nicely set up, but the execution wasn't there on the end. Braintree with lots of space again. Here is Fernandez. Fernandez going to fire now, and Towers makes the stop. As the whistle is for offside. As the ball was still moving when the player kicked it there for Walpole, so they have to restart it. 27-25 to go. Braintree with a commanding 3-0 lead here at home. Braintree winning the ball and getting taken down. Play continues. As Braintree now loses possession, and on the far side of the field is knocked out of bounds. Substitution at the next break for the home team. Sconfaloni wants to come back in. And the opportunity for Fernandez. Can't get by the defense, though, as Walpole in desperate need of a goal. Nice pass as they just nearly were able to spring free. Morrison now with the long run. Finds Migliori. That one kind of tied up in the feet of McClory. as play moves up the field. As the intended pass now is up the field. Braintree now moving it in. Here is Monroe. Tries to cut it across, can't. As it finds its way free, and the shot from Igliori is blocked. And the return is going to be cleared away. Walpole in their own end and under a serious siege by the Braintree offense. Already scored a couple of goals here, could have more. Back up the field again. Fernandez has that one slide tackled away. Back in the play is McClory. As Silva steals it away. Back down the field. Play onside. O'Driscoll lets it go. Waiting for some bodies in front. O'Driscoll finds space, takes the shot, and missed it. Labeled that shot to the far post, but caught too much on it. And with 25 minutes to go here in the second half, Braintree was looking for a fourth. Smith, who scored the third goal, could have been a recipient of a feed there if O'Driscoll went across with it. But he was thinking shot all the way. You can tell based on the velocity behind that shot. Just over 24 minutes left. There's Braintree with a 3-0 lead here at home. Looking to get 2 games over 500 now. O'Driscoll lets it go out of bounds, and it will be a Braintree throw. Throwing it in quickly, right into the 18, but this one is mishandled, and it will be cleared away by Walpole, stolen away by Fernandez. Ball is played to the far side. Monroe leaves it. Now the pass inside for O'Driscoll is not handled. 23.5 to go. Braintree bringing some more pressure here as the Timberwolves will play it down on the Braintree side. Again up the field. Braintree looking to move down the field. Are we going to see a card here? Dangerous challenge from behind. And no yellow shown. Sent in by Monroe. Right in front, it's O'Driscoll, and the header is up over the top. Another scoring opportunity. Played up over midfield for a rare time here in the half. As the foul going to go on Braintree. So free kick, 35 yards out. 22 minutes of action left here at Alumni Stadium. Braintree on the way to sweeping the season series with the Timberwolves. As this one flicked towards the goalie, and it is stopped by McConville. So a victory here today would put Braintree at 6-4-3. With a game on the road at Weymouth, a very important game on Thursday night, 5:30. Before a busy week next week on the road, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at Needham, Milton, and Brockton. 21 minutes to go. It's played out. And now it's here on the near side. Given away. And the foul against Braintree. Foul going on Gunning. Same spot for the free kick, about 35 yards away. Spinning shot is blocked. And a second also blocked as Morrison on the wrong side of a couple of block shots. So it'll be a corner kick with multiple players in front of the goal. Walpole needs one now. As this one finds its way over the top, Braintree's defense cannot clear it. Now the shot to the back post is wide, and it will take away that chance. Off the goal kick, as this one ricochets to the sideline. And a Braintree throw-in with 18:50 to go. As now Braintree cuts in the middle. Fernandez looking for a shot, and this one is wide, and it was not deflected. So McClory going to come off along with Smith. Might be done for the night. A couple of goals for McClory. Up ahead it's Campos. And back down the field. See if Braintree goes to the bench. 3-0 lead. Now looking to the far side of the field, looking for Morrison. This one ricochets in the middle. A lot of dribbling here. Braintree works it to the sideline. And now Gunning trying to cut it to the edge as this one goes out of bounds. So that one is played out of bounds, and it will be a Braintree throw-in just outside their bench. 17 minutes to go. Long throw down the field, O'Driscoll. Goes shoulder to shoulder and wins the ball. Now looking to cross, and it ends another Braintree corner. Who's going to take the corner? Looks like it'll be Monroe. So Braintree already with a 3-0 lead. 2 goals here in the second half. 16.5 to go. Back post, up and over, as Morrison was the target of that pass. And now it is not cleared. O'Driscoll gets in the way and then commits the foul. Ricochets to the middle. As now it is Morrison. Plays it all the way back to midfield. Braintree stretches to the opposite side. Here is O'Driscoll. Takes the shot and he scores! Beautiful shot. And O'Driscoll makes it 4-0. O'Driscoll's had such a good game and finally rewarded with the goal. So play resumes. Braintree has blown it wide open. Doors have come off here for Walpole's. Now surrendered their third goal here of the half. And we haven't even played, we've just played 25 minutes now. So 15 minutes left. And what is a rout here at home for the home team. We're on the way to win number 6, an important win. As Braintree back down the field and play is offside. Play again, resuming up the field. Looking ahead, here's an opportunity for the shot as Campos fires it right into him. He had as good of a chance right in front of the goal with nobody in front and shot it right at the keeper. Blasted that as hard as he could shoot it too. Braintree emptying out the bench now. Two players on him, cutting it back inside as the ball spins free, as the Timberwolves cannot clear, as Gunning plays it forward. 13:25 to go. As Braintree again looking for one last goal as the foul occurs here at the 35. Back up the field as this one sits free and the shot is stopped. Ball sitting free. As this one is stolen away. Opportunity was there for Barry. Another substitution. As Gunning coming off and Rufo enters. Just 12 minutes left here in a start to finish victory for the home team. Excellent effort here today. Walpole had probably 2 to 3 great chances in this game to score, but they haven't had consistent offense here in this one. Braintree has just brought as good a pressure as you could bring here in the second half, and really in the opening 15 minutes here of the second half, Braintree was able to put this one away. A couple of goals here today for McClory. One for Smith and one for O'Driscoll. As the call is for a corner.
Go, Roy. Roy, it's off time now, buddy. Right from there, Roy. Don't need anybody to touch it. Go ahead, Roy. Let's go, Roy.
As this one sent just wide.
Nobody. Hey, Roy, wake up. Let's go. There you go. That's you.
As Braintree trying to play it forward.
Beautiful.
Back down the field as it'll be played over the shoulder by Maloney. Braintree looking to hold on for the shutout. As jumping in the play is Morrison. He's got some room down that far side of the field with just over 10 minutes left.
Stay with him.
Back at midfield. The last touch by the home team. So the Womps going to get their 6th win. They're going to 6-4-3. And certainly a good win here today. Already up 4-0 against a struggling team. Got to beat them by multiple goals now. That's just the way the new ranking system works. If you win 1-0, it's not considered as good of a win as it would be. Actually, it's considered negative against you in the rankings, which makes teams play to win by more goals. Not saying I am for that, but that's just the way the system works. So teams have to play the starters probably a little longer than they'd like. But here in this game, Braintree had pulled the starters quite early here in the second half. Head coach Jamison content with his team's 4-0 lead. And a handful of players who don't get a chance to play very often here this season, getting an opportunity to get some varsity action now. Middle of the field. Braintree trying to play it down the sideline. And with just over 8:20 to go. Back down the field as Migliori hustling after it. Going shoulder to shoulder, trying to keep the ball in play. As the ball is free, Braintree looking for a free kick or a PK in this spot. As K1 trying to send it across. Middle of the field, here is Barry. One touch too many. This one's going to be cleared away with 7:40 to go. As Braintree now looking to move the ball down the field. Pass is stolen. Now Barry with the pass across. Open space. Here is the shot from DeMeo. And that one is stopped from 35 yards away. Looks like both sides empty the bench. Played back in, and it'll be the keeper to play it away. .640 to go. Braintree again will be back in action on Thursday on the road at Weymouth in a very big matchup as that dangerous pass nearly stolen. Back up the field as the ball is free. Looking to spin and shoot and falling on the ball. Instead is Migliori. As Braintree trying to clear it down the sideline, and it is out of bounds. Now for Barry, looking up ahead for Migliori. Looking across, finds middle of the 18, as that one would not sit flat. 5.5 left here in this one. Ball is open. Braintree trying to cut it back. It's DeMayo. Dangerous pass as this one is taken away. And Braintree gets right back on it as Barry plays it forward. And a nice little touch pass. On that far side of the field, that was Utley. Opportunity here for a shot from 20 yards out, and the save is made. Final minutes now here of this one, as Braintree on the way to a 4-0 victory. A lot of players getting some exciting minutes here late, as Braintree's able to steal it away. And now back down the field. Long run for Migliori, as the defense is able to hold him off, and then he gets back in the play. As it pinballs into the middle of the defense, sent to the sideline, nobody home. Cutting it through some traffic, and the pass is back down the field. As Morrison cuts it back up the field. To the sideline, out of the reach on that far side. And that will be the final whistle here today, as the ref has seen enough. 4-0 the final here in this one, as Braintree with a wire-to-wire victory here today. A couple of goals from McClory, one for Smith, and one for O'Driscoll. And that's all Braintree needed here today in a joint shutout between the two Braintree keepers, Farrow and McConville. As that'll conclude our coverage, Braintree now 6-4-3 with the victory, as Walpole drops to 1-10 with the loss. That'll conclude our coverage. Thank you for watching our live stream broadcast here at Braintree Soccer against Walpole. On behalf of Christine Patterson, our camera person, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.